I get seasick, so I'm afraid to spend long periods on a boat. How many times have you heard this from friends, kids, wives, girlfriends, husbands, or boyfriends? To live on a boat, you need to know how to prevent and deal with seasickness. First of all, I want to say that anyone can get seasick, even the most experienced sailors with plenty of miles under their belt. The difference is that those with more experience know the causes and remedies well, so they know how to handle it. So reassure anyone who said those dreaded words and show them this video, where we'll talk about the best ways to prevent and deal with seasickness. But first of all, what is seasickness? The correct term for seasickness is motion sickness. It's basically an annoying feeling of exhaustion. It comes with nausea and dizziness and happens as a result of rhythmic or irregular movements of the body during motion. In simple terms, it's that feeling of discomfort you can get on a boat, especially if you're sailing in rough seas, but also in a car, on a train, or on a plane. What are the main causes and precautions? Fatigue. While it's true that the main cause of motion sickness is the conflict between our sense of balance and the forces moving us, fatigue shouldn't be underestimated. So the main precaution is to avoid taking on a challenging trip if you haven't slept well or if you're not at your best physically. If you want to make sure you get a great restorative sleep, have a cup of warm sweetened tea, preferably with honey, or a relaxing herbal tea before going to bed. These drinks will keep you well hydrated during the night and help improve the quality of your sleep. And remember, don't start out thinking you'll definitely get sick, but don't convince yourself you're immune to it either. Don't think about it, focus on the positive sides of sailing, which I don't even need to list for you. Cold, especially if you'll be sailing during the fall and winter months. Don't underestimate the cold, as it can trigger or worsen seasickness. Make sure to keep your abdomen well covered with technical clothing. Your forehead with a good hat, and your feet with thick socks and waterproof boots. Remember, you might get splashed, so a good rain jacket to protect you from salt water and wind is essential. An empty stomach and dehydration. Seasickness causes nausea, which activates gastric juices, so setting out on an empty stomach is a really bad idea. Have a good meal before you set sail, but of course, don't overdo it. The best foods are carbohydrates, preferably dry ones, apples and ripe fruit, so things like rice, pasta, crackers, toast, plain sandwiches, and generally solid, easily digestible foods. Also remember to keep yourself hydrated, drink in small amounts frequently. Either water, preferably sparkling, but avoid milk, alcoholic beverages, hard liquor, and coffee, as they can irritate your stomach. But what should you do if you made one of the mistakes mentioned above, or if you simply got seasick? Don't go below deck. Don't go below deck for any reason whatsoever. Let me tell you a story. As you'll see, we're in Brindisi, and a few days ago we crossed the Strait of Otranto with less than ideal sea conditions. And one of my crew members, who's been on boats for almost 4 years, went below deck to work on his laptop. The whole thing lasted less than 5 minutes, but what happened later at the stern of the boat is something you really should see. Basically, you should only go below deck to sleep in your bunk. There's no air, your eyes make you feel like you're standing still, and that's not even mentioning trying to read a book or watch a movie. So, stay on deck. Stay on deck. Take deep breaths, fill your lungs with the salty, oxygen-rich air, and try to avoid inhaling strong smells like engine exhaust. If the sea conditions allow, we'll clip to the jackline with your life jacket and safety tether. Stay out as much as you can. Stay midship, where the movement is gentler. Ideally, stand up and let yourself move with the boat, allowing your brain's sense of balance to adjust to what's happening. If you're near the shore, focus on a fixed point. Otherwise, the horizon line will do just fine. Keep yourself busy. The more you think about seasickness, the more it will take over. Taking your mind off your discomfort is essential, so try to keep yourself busy with the boat's maneuvers. Ideally, you should take the helm, and in 5 minutes the seasickness will pass. There you go. I know it's the last thing you'd think of, but this is one of the most effective methods, especially if you didn't eat before setting out. As I was saying, you should absolutely avoid acidic drinks like tea, coffee, alcohol, or spirit. Stay hydrated with small sips of cool water and try cola. In this case, it's actually a great remedy for your stomach. Eating dry carbohydrates along with something very salty will immediately ease your seasickness. A piece of toast with 2 anchovies or a cracker with a few olives will do just fine, so always make sure to have them on board. Many people say that a slice of lemon or a piece of ginger root works wonders. In extreme cases, turning to medication can be a solution. In this case, they should be taken before any symptoms of seasickness appear, and I recommend consulting your doctor. There are also alternative products to traditional medicine, such as essential oils made from sandalwood or ginger. Many people have found their solution with bracelets that work on the principle of acupuncture, but instead act by applying pressure to a specific point on the wrist. As we've seen in this video, no one is immune to seasickness, and it's not a sign of weakness. Anyone can suffer from it. With the methods we've listed, anyone can learn to keep this annoying discomfort under control, making sure it doesn't ruin the joy of sailing. Don't worry, you'll get used to it over time. But if everything we've talked about doesn't work, stay downwind and look for a bucket. Tell me your most effective remedy in the comments and share this video with your most hesitant friends. Fair winds to everyone. You can find all the products mentioned in this video on our store at Hinelson.com. And as always, remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications, and follow us on our Facebook page too. A big hello to all aspiring liveaboards, and see you in the next episode. Fair winds.